Hello, hello, hello. I am Alucard Night Raven, and welcome to my next review. And as you can see from him sitting there in front of us, today's review is on the Studio Series 86 Transformers, the movie figure Blurr. Now, I'm excited for this one as well. Like I said on my last review, I'm really digging these 86 Studio Series figures. I think they are amazing. I mean, they not perfect. You know, how often are we ever going to get perfection in a figure? But for the price point and what we're getting, these have been amazing. So you can see Blurr in front of us, but like I've done before we do Blurr, we shall take a look at his packaging. So on the packaging, you can see great image of Blurr right there. 8603 Studio Series Blurr, the Transformers the movie, Hasbro, Transformers on the along the edge there, Generations, Takartomi. On this side of the box, another image of Blurr with the 86 sign right there. Other side of the box, 8603 Studio Series, close-up picture of Blurr. See that he's a deluxe class. Forgot to mention in yesterday's review with Jazz, he's a deluxe class as well. On the back, all kinds of different wording. On the top, the Transformers the movie, and I'm sorry, on the bottom. So, and then on the back, we have our product shot of Blurr. Big screen, inspired, scale, detail, backdrop. Battle of Autobot City, and we've got a small little bio right there. So if you want to read that, it's in different languages. We've got the warning in different languages, and you can kind of see the backdrop right there, which we'll get into in his robot mode as well. So let me come back down, and we shall bring Blurr back in his vehicle mode. Great vehicle mode. You can see there's a seat right there. We got the little antenna thing here. Great detail. Like for a vehicle, this is the best vehicle mode for 1986 Blurr I've seen. Like, I mean, I like it. It's an excellent design. It's almost like it came right out of the movie. So nice light blue with dark blue, which of course we've seen with Blurr. Autobot symbol there. On the bottom, you can kind of see how he folds up. There's the back with his thrusters right there. So no wheels, of course, because he's a floating car. You know, them futuristic floating flying cars we're supposed to have. I think that's what he's supposed to be. He comes with two accessories. He has his blaster. Again, great design on the blaster. Paint looks like it's white plastic, so it's molded, no paint, which is always nice, but great design and everything on there. So there's that. And then he comes with this little torch thing. Oh, little piece of little piece of hair. Doesn't come with it. So this it looks, I think it's like a torch, but that's kind of what it looks like. And these can store in vehicle mode. So we come to the bottom and you can see right here. So first off, we will plug in the blaster right there, and then this, we've got these two pegs and those two ports right there, and want to make sure it's facing the right way, and we'll plug it in. And there is our storage, which kind of looks funny. I mean, personally, if I'm going to have him in vehicle mode, I'm not going to have him on because it don't look right. I mean, in the cartoon and in the 86 movie, he didn't have that sticking out. But hey, it's storage. It's there for if you need it. So we'll set these off to the side. And we shall get down to transformation. So we'll come under here and we will unplug it from here, bring it out, and we'll bring that out like that for now. And same thing on this side, bring it out. Don't want to bring too much out, so bring that out to there for now. We want to untab his feet from these pieces. So when they tab in, as soon as I get one out, you can see they tab in right there on both sides. There we go. And then we want to split the legs. That is a nice, strong bit there. And we will fold these pieces up. So we can bring these arms up a bit more. Bring them up. And we can bring them up all the way if we like. And then that way we can maneuver our legs around. So we fold out here. Split the legs. We'll turn it around. We want to fold the antenna piece in. Then we'll close all of that up. Bring the feet down. Oh, show that in just a second. Close on this side. Bring the foot down. There are his legs done. Now the seat, we fold this piece up right here. We want to spin the windshield around. We take his nose cone and see it tabs right there. So we're going to unfold this until it clicks. And it sits just like that. Bring the arms down and we want to rotate these pieces. Open it up to bring out the hand. Close that back up. And there's that arm done. Same thing on this side. I want to hold that. So rotate here. Open it up to bring out the hand. And I believe we have him done. Yes, there we go. And there is Blurr in his robot mode. And he looks great. You can already see from my lighting that he's got some excellent light piping. So, great light piping. Especially with that dark blue. Like, I mean, it comes across really nice. Gives him more life. I really like that. The face does look a little long, but I mean, I kind of felt like that was Blurr to begin with. I mean, that he did have a somewhat longer face. I know a lot of people don't like the long face. They don't feel that this is the proper 86 movie face. But honestly, with the animation, I think this is almost dead on. So we'll take a good look at that face, and you can see actually some yellow right up in there. So that's nice to see, a little bit more color than just the light blue and the dark blue. And you can see nice white for the face, and I think I have a little tiny smudge. I didn't notice that before. But nice dark blue, white behind the visor, Autobot symbol right there. A little hard to see. There we go. Light blue on the arms, white on the fists, light blue on here, his upper legs, while majority of his legs that darker blue with the white for his feet and his shins. And then on the back we've got more of that light blue and dark blue, so looks really nice. I really dig it. Really like it. Now articulation. Head, as usual, head spins. I don't think it's on a ball joint. It doesn't seem to be on a ball joint, but head spins. can look up that far, down about that far. So little bit of movement on the head. Arms come out that far. You can use, well, guess not. So arms come that far. We've got no biceps. Well, we've got a swivel here at the just above the elbow. Elbow is 90 degrees. The wrist, you actually need to move this in order to get the wrist to turn, and it's only going to turn one way so far. It's got a stopping point. He's got waist swivel, which is always nice to see. Let's move his arms out of the way. Full Van Damme. He's got thigh swivel right there. Around 90 degrees on the knee bend. And we have ankle tilt, and foot does not go down. It can go up. That's about all the articulation we have, which isn't too bad. Could there be better articulation? I mean, with a lot of figures, yeah, there definitely could be better articulation. Now, I'll bring back in his weapons. So, again, his gun. We'll plug his gun in right there. So, he can shoot down some Decepticons at the gates, Decepticons in the sky, Decepticons on the ground. Decepticons. Whew. Man, John Machida Jr., you talk fast. Love it, though. Kind of gave Blurr that uniqueness and that very fast talking. And then this we can plug into his other hand right there. And he can fix one of his fellow Autobots, fix a ship, do whatever he needs to with welding. I believe that's what it is. Definitely looks good. Definitely enjoying it. Now for the backdrop, let me bring that out. And the backdrop is the Battle of Autobot City, which looks good. Let's move him out of the way for just a second here so you can get a good look at that backdrop. Really like that. I mean, that is just amazing, and it fits. So let's bring Blurr back in, and we'll get him. Let's get him into a nice little pose. There we go. Whoops. There we go. So there's the backdrop. Nice option for your display if you've got the room. Personally, I don't have the room to put them with the displays. If I did, I would definitely do it. That's why I'm planning on hanging on to them, because it's a great option. And options are always a plus. Gotta love having those options. Definitely good to have. Like I said, if you got the room, display it with the backdrop. It'll look great. So let's get that out of the way. We'll bring our camera back down. And that is Blurr. And I definitely recommend him. I am, like I said, I'm loving this Studio Series 86 movie line. It is a great line. All the figures look good. All the figures have been a big plus. It's great to have figures that I would have loved to have had when I was a kid. I mean, like, my imagination ran wild as a kid, but to have figures that represent what I saw in my imagination with the figures we had available in G1 is great. I just love it. Hasbro and Takara are really blowing me away with these studio series compared to some of the others. Like, I know we've had in Titan's Return, there was a Blurr with the Titan Master or Headmaster type of Blurr, which was good for what it was, but it just wasn't what I wanted for a Blurr. This is my Blurr, and I definitely recommend him. Studio Series figures have been hitting store shelves. I found this one at Walmart, and so check your Walmarts, check your Targets. If you still have Toys R Us, like our neighbors to the north, Canada, I believe you guys have been finding some of these at Toys R Us up there, which is awesome. So keep an eye out, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you for the next one. Have fun, and have a pleasant night.